Hi children, good morning and welcome to the mathematics class. Yesterday we started proportion. Equality of ratios is nothing but proportion. If A, B, C, D are in proportion, product of means equal to product of extremes. That means AD equal to BC. If A, B, C, D are in proportion, then product of means equal to product of extremes. And the converse of this statement, for example, for x, y, z, w, if xw equal to yz, then we can say x, y, z, w are in proportion. These are vice versa conditions. Vice versa conditions. Proportion means equality of ratios. It is not always possible to equate the given ratios. Sometimes it may take more time. So here another process to find whether the given terms are in proportion or not. Already we checked in previous class. Product of means equal to product of extremes. Then we can say the given terms are in proportion. For example, here A, B, C, D are in proportion. Then their product of means equal to product of extremes. Here product of extremes A and D means B and C. In the second example, they gave product of means equal to product of extremes. At this situation also we can say the given terms x, y, z, w are in proportion. Okay. Now forms of the proportion. Forms. First one, inverted. First one, inverted. Mean, for example, consider A, B, C, D. Mean A is to B equal to C is to D. Then AD equal to BC, because A is to B equal to C is to D. A is to B equal to C is to D. Equality of ratios they give. So we can write it as AD equal to BC. Product of means equal to product of extremes. Now at final situation, we will get AD equal to BC, then we can say ABCD are in proportion. Okay, now already discussed 4 terms ABCD are certainly in proportion. Then product of means equal to product of extremes. For existence, here product of extremes equal to product of means they gave me, we can take ABCD are in proportion. Without changing this one, AD equal to BC, we can change anything. These changes are called forms. First one, inverted. The inverse ratios. The inverse ratios of given ratios are also in proportion. The inverse ratios of given ratios are also in proportion if and only if the given ratios are in proportion. If and only if the given ratios are in proportion. the given ratios are in proportion, their inverse ratios are also in proportion. These changes are called inverted. Meaning here A is to B equal to C is to D. The inverted is B is to A equal to D is to C. The inverse ratios of given ratios, A is to B, inverse ratio of A is to B is to A, C is to D is D is to C. Now check product of means AD, product of extremes BC. Now we got AD equal to BC. Then we can change the inverse ratios. Okay. These changes are called inverted. Meaning the inverse ratios of given ratios are also in proportion if and only if the given ratios are in proportion. Given ratios are in proportion. Next form. Next form, alternate. If A is to B equal to C is to D, then either A is to C and B is to D, or D is to B, C is to A. What are the changes here? Either extremes or means to be altered. Then there is no change in the proportion. Once check here, product of means AD, BC. AD, BC. What we have here? Either extremes or means. Don't change every time extremes and means. At that situation, you won't get argument. Either extremes or means to be altered, the resultant ratios are also in proportion. This change is called alternando. This change is called alternando. Finally, we will get AD equal to BC only. If you get the AD equal to BC, then ABCD are in proportion. Okay, you don't have any right to change AD equal to BC. If you will get AD equal to BC, then any change is acceptable. Okay, this alternation is called alternando. In which alternando we exchange either extremes or means. Either extremes or means. Now, my next component. Mean here if A is to B equal to C is to D, A is to B equal to C is to D, then A plus B is to B equal to C plus D is to D is called componendo. Is called componendo. How we will get A plus B is to B, C plus D is to D. I will multiply. Then first of all, a is to b is nothing but a by b, you know. C is to d, c by d. If you add plus 1 on both sides, LCM. Here b is the LCM. A plus b1s are b. C plus b1s are b by b. So a plus b by b is nothing but a plus b is to b. C plus b by d is nothing but c plus b is to d. Okay, like this we get. Then how would you get AD equal to BC here? So from here onwards I check it. Here a by b, a plus b by b equal to c plus b by d. Then cross multiply. Then we get a plus b into d equal to c plus d into b. A into d AD plus b into d BD. C into b CB plus DB. If BD and DB get cancelled, at last we will get AD equal to BC. At last, required result AD equal to BD, AD equal to BC, we got. If you got AD equal to BC, then we can say it's a the ABCD are in proportion. For getting ABCD are in proportion, at last we will get the AD equal to BC. So here if A is to B equal to C is to D, then A plus B is to B equal to C plus D is to D is called a componendo. Is called a component. Next. Next dividendo. Next dividendo. If A is to B equal to C is to D, then A minus B is to B equal to C minus D is to D is called dividendo. Is called dividend. Then proof I am writing. Here A is to B equals C is to D. Then you can write it as A by B equal to C by D. In the previous component we added 1 on both sides. Now we subtract 1 on both sides. A minus B by B equal to C minus D by D. A minus B by B is nothing but A minus B is to B. Divided by B is to C minus D means C minus D is to D. Now cross multiply. D into A minus B equal to B into C minus D. B into C minus A. Here AD minus BD equal to BC minus BD. Minus BD get cancelled because if you transfer minus it becomes plus. Here plus and minus get cancelled. Now at last AD equal to BC. If we got AD equal to BC, then we can say this change is acceptable. This change is acceptable. This change is called dividendo. This change is called dividendo. Okay. At last. Next. Now, componendo and dividendo. Componendo and dividend. Component and dividend. Component and dividend. If A is to B equal to C is to D, then we got two changes. The first one is A plus B is to B equal to C plus D is to D. And the second change, A minus B is to D, A minus B is to B equal to C minus D is to D. If you divide 1 and 2 or 1 by 2, here A plus B by B by A minus B by B equal C plus D by D by C minus D by. So here B get cancelled, D get cancelled, and we get A plus B by A minus D equal to C plus D by C minus D. A plus B by A minus B equals C plus D by C minus D, mean A plus B is to A minus B equal to C plus D is to C minus D. This change is called component and dividend. For this one proof, here cross multiply A plus B into C minus D, A plus B into C minus D equal to A minus B into C plus D, A minus B into C plus D. Now A into C SC, A into D AD, B into C BC, B into D BD equal to A into C AC, A into D AD, B into C BC, B into D BD. Here AC get cancelled. Here minus BD get cancelled. Here BC, mean BC plus BC equal to AD plus A. In 2 times of BC equal to 2 times of AD, then BC equal to AD. At last BC equal to AD, then this change is acceptable. This change is called component and dividend. Component and dividend. Okay, these 5 forms are important forms in proportion. Okay, today I will write the 5 changes now. ABCD I am writing. If you want, you can continue to give your answers. Here for ABCD, inverted row. Outer number. Component. Dividend. Component and dividend. Here, inverted row is B is to A equal to D is to C. Inverse ratios of given ratios are also in proportion. Next, alternate row in 2 ways. If B and C are as it is, then B and A are outside. otherwise BC, otherwise BC. In A and B, no change. Then C and B. In place of B and C, we inserted C and B. Next, component A plus B is to B equal to C plus D is to B. Dividend of A minus B is to B equal to C minus D is to B. Next, component and dividend of A plus B is to A minus B, C plus D is to C minus D. Okay, these are the important forms of proportion: invertendo, alternando, componendo, dividendo, componendo and dividendo. If you want for PQRS also, you will write PQRS. For example, PQRS. Invertendo for P is to Q and R is to S. So Q is to P equal to S is to R. Then alternando either PS or Q or QR, need to change. Next, component P plus Q is to Q equal to R plus S is to S. Here P minus Q is to Q equal to R minus S is to S. For component and dividend of P plus Q is to P minus Q equal to R plus S is to R minus S. R plus S is to R minus S for PQRS. For anything, we can write the component and dividends. These forms are very important for us. Based on these forms, we will discuss some problems in tomorrow's class. After completion of problems based on these forms, we will start direct and inverse variations in direct and inverse proportions. Have a nice day. Bye.